Hello everybody, my name is KingStix and welcome back to another champion commentary guide. Today we're going to be talking about Janna and we're going to be playing with Imaqtpie in the bot lane. This is ranked, of course. These are my runes and masteries I prefer to take on Janna. You can take flats if you want. I think it's highly unnecessary considering Janna is such a passive support that you don't need to take a lot of damage early game. Plus with your shield you can get away from it. So starting off, I'm just going to take E. We're going to be playing it safe. I'm not really going to walk up and auto attack too much unless they pressure Vayne really hard. I'm just going to wait to use my shield on her for whenever they start harassing her. They are about to hit the level 2 spike. I didn't back up soon enough, so Thresh is hitting level 2. So I just walk into the wall, juking the hook like a pro. He was going to try to predict a juke, but sometimes the strongest juke is not actually juking at all. So me and Vayne survived the level 2 cheese, and now we're just going to keep farming it up. I'm saving my shield for whenever Jin tries to attack me or her, doing my best to try to get it down while his bullet is in mid-air. I did miss it there on myself, but I did get it on her. It's a good thing I did shield her because Imaqtpie just took loads of damage, nearly just died as I almost just delivered the bouncing grenade to him. At this point, he should back. Look at the minion wave. The minion wave is huge. There's nothing for him to really gain by staying here in lane. Even if he does stay, enemies can just push to the turret and kill him, especially if the jungler is in the area. So at this point, he should have already been back and about halfway to our lane. But now we're going to be in a bit of a weird situation. I do still have my exhaust, save my shield. I'm trying to get them off of him, but they're going to just like walk past me. I'm trying my best to slow them down, but Thresh, flash, flay, auto, Vayne goes down. There's not too much I could have done there. The only thing we could have really done is him go back. So now I'm just going to try to survive. I walk up like a dumbass. I get hooked. I didn't have to back, honestly. I just had to stay behind my minions. They couldn't really dive me because Thresh didn't have flash, so he couldn't flash flame me. So all I had to do was stay behind my minions, but I fucked up, walked forward for no reason, and got hooked. It was a really bad play on my part. I shouldn't have followed in Imaqtpie's footsteps there. You gotta be looking on your mini map to help your teammates. Twitch is attacking him on Dragon. Come up, drop the slow on Nunu, get a double tornado knock up, shielding Twitch. It's important you have your tornado on quick cast so you can get it out quickly. So like you saw there, I got a double knock up and nearly saved Twitch. I can't really get to Soul, but I see Vayne is still chasing Nunu. Drop the shield on Dinger for the assist, and we get the assist. Now at this point, we can pretty much just take Dragon, but the enemy team is trolling us pretty hard, and they're like trying to stop us from taking it. Heimerdinger's being a dingleberry and getting his turrets killed with the Dragon aggro instead of walking away from his turret. I missed my tornado because I'm bad. I should have dropped my slow first and then went to land it. And whenever you use your Zephyr first in a chase down situation, it's a lot easier to land your tornado since they are slowed. Here I am just going to shield Twitch, walk up, start auto attacking. We're fine. All I had to do was shield him. Zephyr, get close to try to take aggro off of Vayne. If Nunu misclick, he would have accidentally hit me, and Vayne would have been fine. Overall, solid play, dropping shields, dropping the slows, using my knockups, and constantly auto-attacking in that situation because it is close. Imaqtpie is nagging me to get an Ardent Sensor. I will get one ASAP. I just want to get my support item real quick, and now that I have the support item that I want, I will go for the Ardent Sensor. Usually you want to go for the Sightstone on Janna for map pressure, but since he is Vayne, going Ardent Sensor isn't that bad. I am going to be maxing my E, and then my W, and lastly my Q. Twitch is really good on Janna, and so is Vayne, so our comps are actually fairly strong even though we don't have a right out tank. Vayne can melt tank front lines very fast anyways, so we can easily make this comp work. Right now we're just farming. I'm using my shield whenever the enemies are coming up to trade. I'm typically using it on Vayne, but they are poking me down right now. So here they're going to be coming in. I charge up my tornado, lay it down right when they go in on me, get a double knock up, drop the exhaust immediately so I don't die. I E myself so I don't die. And now here I'm going to flash away, avoiding death. And I'm going to go back into the fight to help Vayne. I'm going to make sure to keep my distance from Thresh. I know his flash is down so he can't flash onto me. Watching my distance, I'm going to get closer to Vayne, immediately shielding her. She didn't need to flash her. That was a waste. Zephyr Tornado because it's easier to land then. And he's CC'd. Now I'm just going to keep walking back, trying to block skill shots and auto-attacking. Look, I'm auto-attacking Thresh the whole time to get damage down on him. I shield myself because I don't know why Vayne stayed in the bush. She honestly should have just gone back. I couldn't really shield both of us. So I would have had to gotten lucky and guess which one he was going to attack. But I did just keep attacking Thresh the whole time. I shielded myself. PewDiePie stayed in the bush really greedily trying to get the kill, and he does go down. We are going to take dragons since we just killed the enemy bot lane. Heimerdinger's a Dingleberry, sets up his turrets and takes dragon aggro. And the flame dragon does AoE damage, so he just killed all of his turrets and took the full damage himself all at once. He should have stepped away from his turrets, either behind the dragon or just sidestepped away from his turrets to avoid killing his turrets at the same time. Or he could have just not stood by his turrets and he wouldn't have taken any damage. Either way, though, he made the wrong call. Vayne steps up. She rolls the wrong way. Do not know why she rolled that way. And I tried to drop my ult saving her, but can't really save her from that, man. Whenever Kayn ults, it's really tricky to save him because he comes out at such a weird time that if an enemies are already on your teammate, you just have to try to get him off as fast as you can. Overall, it was a bit of a misplay on both of our part. I guess I could have worded better, but also Vayne tumbled the wrong way, so that's unfortunate. I'm almost there to getting my Ardent Sensor. Once I get it, Vayne will be pretty much unstoppable. Because if they go in on Vayne, Twitch will open up on them. And if they go on Twitch, Vayne will open up on them. It's overall a really bad situation for the enemy team. There's not much they'll be able to do. So now I have my Ardent Sensor. The only way they could possibly beat us in a fight is if they straight up catch somebody out. Or if in a team fight, they catch me out. Because if they catch me out, we'll have no way to keep our carries alive. Drop the tornado, get the shield on her. Use ult to stop Nunu, heal. But Vayne does go down anyways from the Jhin ult. I am going to flash the wall just in case something weird happens. Charge tornado, get a triple knock up. And I'm going to bait them here. Thresh thinks he's hard, so I just juke him. I mean, it wasn't even hard. Soft as fuck, bro. And now I can just go back. I don't really have any gold to get items, but I'm just looking on the minimap, seeing where I should be. I wait for Vayne, and for some reason, Jhin stays, and Vayne has massive movement speed bonus whenever she moves towards enemy champion. So since Jhin stayed like that, he just guaranteed his death for no reason. There's no way in hell he could even solo Vayne if I wasn't there, but Jhin was just being greedy. He probably needed a few CS to go back and get an item. Just drop shields on Vayne. I didn't have to do anything. Just with the shield damage and the shield defense alone, she could just blow him apart. She honestly didn't even need it though. I am going to go in on Thresh here. Auto attack Zephyr Tornado. It's easier to land Tornado once you Zephyr them. Also, it's a good combination with the cooldowns. We pick up the kill. I have ult and Tornado here. I'm going to ult him away. Try to get off a full ult charge. Then I'm going to cue the Nunu ult. I'm going to try to get away here, but Jhin gets a great snare. I possibly could have lived if I juked it, but the problem is Nunu did have red buff, so there's not a whole bunch I could have done to get away in that situation. Vayne overstays and comes back and then dies. Very rough play. 3 of us just died for no reason. Cass just teleported. I do not know why he went into that fight. It was very messy. Like I said, the only way we're going to win these fights is if I do not get caught whatsoever. And since Nunu came up behind us, I was caught. That's why I didn't want to rush Ardent Sensor. Alright, I get hooked here. I get fucked. Land my knock up E. I try to get away. I go down. Once again, I was out of position. And on support, if you're out of position, you're useless to your team. A lot of people think playing support, you're useless in general. You're only useless to support if you're getting caught. If you stay alive on support, you're so valuable to your team. Because ADCs are so OP right now that if you just survive the whole team fight as a support, you're most likely going to win the game. Because if you're surviving the whole team fight, and if you're assisting your carries, I mean, man, they're really tough to kill pretty much no matter what support you're playing. Even if you're playing something like Moran. I'm trying to get vision, trying to take out wards. I come down to help Vayne. E. I went to Zephyr, but I couldn't. I Q Soul. I get the ult to push Kayn away and heal Vayne, but then Soul just flash ulted and fucked us. It was a little bit messy. It's hard to really put blame on anyone there. It was kind of just the Soul flash. I knocked Soul out of his ability. I knocked Kayn away. I pretty much did everything I could do. I think I had exhaust. I'm not sure. I could have used exhaust, but it wouldn't really have made a difference. Dropped the E on Twitch. Q. I do not know why he went down there. He went into total darkness, not even knowing what was down there, and just face checked it when all the enemies on the minimap were missing. So that didn't really make much sense. Now we're in a bit of a bad spot. The enemies are pushing in on us. We don't have much map control because I haven't had wards all game, so they could have pinks anywhere, and we're in a bad spot. They're going in on Vayne here. She's kind of fucked. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to save PewDiePie. I flash the wall, immediately ult to get him off. I shield her right before I ult. Drop the exhaust on King right as he comes out of his ultimate. Q knock up Nunu. Thresh is attacking me under turret. I'm going to move away from him. I am going to go back into the fight even though I'm low on health. I need to watch my spacing. So I'm going to stay behind Kassadin, and I'm going to try to get a shield off on him. Luckily, Kassadin blows them up and he doesn't really need me. But the fact that I went back into the fight takes less the fact that I go back into the fight takes a lot of pressure off my teammates, and also allows me to still support them. Even if you have 1 HP, your spells still do as much damage and as much shielding on any champion. So that's one thing to remember. A lot of people want to get out of the fight right when they get low on HP, but if you can stick around in a team fight, you can have a lot of impact, especially if you're low on HP, because you can bait them into chasing you on Janna, especially since you're so quick. Heimerdinger getting hooked. I'm going to drop a shield on him. Unfortunately, he is going to go down here. Kayn is going to go on to me. You guys need to watch this carefully on how to get people off of you when you're playing Janna. I'm going to drop the shield on myself. I'm going to set up the tornado going this way. I'm charging it up because the longer you charge it, the bigger knockup. Then I'm going to run. If he wants to chase me, he's going to get knocked up. We land the knockup. We still have our ult. Right when he flashes onto me, I'm going to ultimate him away. I still have my shield and my tornado is coming up. So even if he does come onto me, I'm confident I'll be able to get him off. So now Kayn is over here. I know he's in the wolf camps. I'm pinging him. My teammates are doing dragon, which is the right choice. I just really wish we would have gotten Kayn there because Kayn really pisses me off as a champion. I do pick up my redemption now since I already have Ardent Sensor. Rushing Locket on support, especially squishy supports, isn't good because Locket scales off of your maximum HP. And whenever you're playing something like Janna Soraka, you don't have that much maximum HP. So overall, getting Ardent Sensor and going for the redemption is the best choice. Drop my redemption. Kassadin, for some reason, hourglasses right as my redemption is coming in. I drop the shield on Vayne. I still have my ultimate. I'm going to walk over here. I'm going to ult Nunu into the wall, stunning him, canceling his ult, and we pick up some easy kills. Overall, this game was carried primarily by Kassadin, and I would like to say me. I made some pretty good plays, and of course, everyone on the team was playing well. I'm just saying in general, some key plays were made by me and Kassadin. But like I said, everyone on the team played fairly solid, and this has been my full gameplay commentary guide for Janna support. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is KingStix. Any comments, suggestions, feedback, or you just want to say hi, are more than welcome down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.
Yeah.